So I want to start off with a poem called En Ascuas es el amor, which is Spanish for In Embers there is love. Take these letters and burn them until the flames become kingfisher feathers. Take the ashes and feed them to the wind until they are carried off to the tomb of D.B. Cooper. Find his skull and grind it until the mortar and pestle grin like the riverbed in May. Walk the riverbed in August until your feet are spotted like ocelot paws. Turn your feet inside out and wear them proudly, veins leading the traveler into new realms of cartography. Take those new maps and hold them up to the sun. Write your response across the heel. Send it south toward the bay. I'll be adrift among the mangroves. I'll be singing my kingfisher song. I'll be tending the next fire. Guy Fawkes Day is this celebration in England. Guy Fawkes was this guy in the 17th century who attempted to blow up Parliament. He was unsuccessful. Parliament didn't blow up. And so every year they hold this celebration, apparently, of the failure of Guy Fawkes. You've seen the movie V for Vendetta? All those masks, those are Guy Fawkes masks. Okay, they're a commemoration of this. And one of the things that happened after Guy Fawkes was arrested was the king said, we want to make sure that he confesses. So of course we're going to torture him to make sure he confesses. But the king, in his graciousness, said, begin with the gentler tortures. Which has always made me laugh that there are gentler tortures, because it's still torture. So this poem is called The Gentler Tortures, and it was written on Guy Fawkes Day. When children die, a firing squad. When children are abducted, the sudden straightness of rope. When children ask where mommy went, a torture. Pulling nails from nails, the relentless tug of equal and opposite motions. When children live with leaking noses, when they carry their skin in their pockets, when they eat flakes of dandruff and wash it down with vapor of low-lying clouds the color of well-chewed gum. A gentler torture. The castaway alone, mouth open, collecting drops of rain, believing that with enough ocean the tongue will become a raft. Sonnet, villanelle, sestina, those kinds of things are formal poems, and in my opinion they're very hard to write. Okay? I prefer free verse where I can basically make up the rules as I go. That's what I prefer. But this poem is a sonnet, sort of. It's a sonnet and then it's 14 lines. That's the only rule that it keeps. So it doesn't have any of the other rules of a sonnet. I don't know if you guys have learned that yet in English lit or anything like that. But it's 14 lines and that's all it is. It's called As I Went Down to the River to Pray, which comes from an old spiritual song. What druid night is this, the stars would light littoral paths over Milky Way waters? Trees swaying like anemone fronds, planet spinners darting in and out of their folds like clownfish. All around the air hums with the vibration of a million wings. Tonight the holy beckons as if it's a person, an entity, a swallow dipped in star water. Tonight, a trout dances on the bank, basking in moonlit desiccation. Tomorrow, it will be simply a piece of bark, a boat of papyrus, a misshelved book. But for now, its gasping eye sees only the view from above the water, entranced by beauty without refraction. The wind carries burdens too heavy to transport and drops them along the banks. Leaves, feathers, lightning bugs, the shrill of frogs, the moment when tonight becomes tomorrow. All fall like night-jumping paratroopers, the spin of rotors fading overhead. Somewhere to the east, everything deepens and cloud shoals swirl around the beacon. The world will wake and find a dead fish, never bothering to search its eyes for the remnants of night sky. How long until the drinking gourd is full and stars pour out their tomorrows? All of creation groans with mercy. Not yet.